Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to solve uh, the operations with functions. So how can we simplify using the operations with functions? So as you can see here, I have uh, examples here of the given functions with the operations. So we will apply some of lessons if we are going to simplify or to find the answer of each question. So let's start with number 3. Okay, so find the g over f of x. If our g of x is 3x squared plus x, and our f of x is equals to 4x. So what will you do here? We can separate them in using the numerator and denominator. Okay. Then we can write g of x here. Let's extend this and over f of x. Then after that, we can replace the function of g of x over the f of x, which is 3x squared plus x over 4x. So you have a rational expression. So we all know when we are simplifying rational expression, um, we can factor out first. Then you make sure our denominator will not be equal to 0. And find out if there is in common from numerator, common factor from numerator and denominator. So let's factor out. So as you can see, the numerator, we can apply only factoring by common monomial or GCF, which is x. So let's find the remaining factors. 3x squared divided by x is 3x. Then positive x divided by x is positive 1. So you have 3x plus 1 as your remaining factors. Then you can copy your 4x. So you will make sure your x is not equal to 0 since we don't need to get the value of x here. We just simplify what is your g over f of x. So let's cancel our common, which is the x here. Therefore, our remaining answer is 3x plus 1 from numerator, and denominator will be 4. So the answer is already simplified. So therefore, this is your final answer. All right, another example for number 4. So the given is f of t and the g of t. What will you do is to find the product. As if you see this one, it's like a dot, but it's not a dot. That I mean, it's not the decimal point, huh? So that means it's multiplication when it comes to algebra. Okay, then let's multiply our two functions. So we can put it here, the given functions, which is the f of t is negative t plus 3. And close it so that we can put the other one as t cubed minus 3t. So they are formed in multiplication now. So when you multiply two binomials, you can use here, it's up to you if it's distributive property, or you can use the FOIL method, which is the FOIL is first term, multiply the first term, then after that, outer term, inner term, and the last term. So I will use here the FOIL method. So please follow the steps. So I will show you how. So first is F, which is the t, negative t, and the t cube. So let's write here as a multiplication. Okay. Then let's write addition. Next. Let's put here to the left. To the left. Let's move to the left so we have space. Here. A little. So let's have negative t times t cube. Then plus our outer is including this and this one. So negative t times negative 3t. And added by the inner term, that is 3 times t cube. And the final one is the last term, which is 3 times, that is positive 3 times negative 3t. Now we can multiply each term. So negative t times t cubed. So they are opposite signs. So therefore the answer is negative. Then let's add our exponents. Next, the second term, they are both negative. Therefore the answer is positive. So since they have the same base, which is t, you add their exponents. Then there are 3t squared. Third term, they are both positive, therefore the answer is positive, and let's combine them, that is 3t cubed. Then the last term, they are opposite signs, so negative. Then 3 times negative 3, 3 times negative 3, t is negative 9t. Well, you can write this one as your answer, or I can arrange from the highest to lowest of our exponents. So we have negative t to the fourth power plus 3, hold on, plus 3t cubed plus 3t squared minus 9t. Okay, so it could be the first one or the second one. So since I arranged from lowest to high, highest to lowest, so you can write this. All right, so that's our third and fourth example. So let's move to number 5 here. Okay, let me erase that. Let's move here. Okay. So this time you have the value of your variable. So what are you looking for? The quotient of the g of 10, and the g of 10 and the f of 10. Okay? So we can do here, let's try first to write the functions by divisions of g of a and f of a. Or you can find the value of each. It's up to you. But I will show you how to find the value of this. Okay, I will write first, since the first one is g of a divided by f of a. Then let's replace the value. So the g of a is a squared minus a, then over 4a minus 2. Now, we need to find out this one. So g of 10 over f of 10. So we will replace your a as 10. So your a here on your first one, we will put 10, then squared. Then this is 10. Just replace it. Okay, then 4, your denominator times 10 minus 2. Okay, so let's continue below. Let's simplify your 10 squared, which is the application of exponents, meaning you multiply twice by 10. So 10 times 10 is 100 minus 10 over 4 times 10 here in your denominator is 40. Then copy your minus 2. Now let's simplify both numerator and denominator. 100 minus 10 is you will get 90. And 30 minus 2, you will get 38. So you can simplify more if you have a greatest common denominator, greatest common factor of numerator and denominator. So since the GCF here is 2, therefore the answer is 45 over 19. Okay? So again, the GCF is 2, the greatest common factor of 90 and 38, so that your final answer is 45 over 19. So that's our final answer for the G of 10 divided by F of 10. What about multiplication? Same process. But this time you have to multiply the two functions and you have to replace the variable as 2. Okay, so let's do like number 5. So this one is h of n times the g of n is equal to negative 2n squared minus 1 times n minus 1. Then apply the h times g of 2. So h of 2 times g of 2. Okay, so let's substitute or replace your value of n if your n is 2. So let's write here 2 negative 2, then times 2 squared minus 1. So I will use the bracket. Then times 2 minus 1. Now let's simplify or evaluate first the 2 squared here. 2 squared is 4, so let's rewrite the negative 2, then put your 4 here, then minus 1. Let's use the bracket again. Then your 2 minus 1 here is you only have 1. Okay. Next is since we are multiplying by 1, the answer is itself, right? So we only need to simplify this. So the negative 2 times 4 is negative 8 minus 1, and that is negative 9. So the answer is negative 9. Well, you can write another one here if you want to show your solution. How do you get the negative 9? Since it's multiplied by 1, the answer is always itself. All right? So that's how you calculate or evaluate the functions using those operations. Okay, so this given is only, I showed you, is multiplication and division. Okay, let's try number 7 and 8. Okay. So let's cover this one so you can see. Anyway, I will write here the arrow so you can have space. So it's multiplication, same with number 6. What will you do is start with G of X times H of X is equal to, your G of X is 3X minus 1 I times X plus 1. Then apply this one with your X. If X is 4, G of 4 times H of 4 is equal to, you have to replace your X if X is 4. So 3 times 4 minus 1, then multiply by 4 minus 1. Ay, it's plus, sorry. Okay, it's plus. Yeah. Now, let's evaluate this one. 3 times 4 is 12 minus 1. Then 4 plus 1 is 5. Then the 12 minus 1 is 11. Then times 5 is 55. So that is our value of the G times H of 4. What about 8? Do you like to solve this one? Okay, let me know in the comment below what will be the final answer, or what is the value of G of 2 times F of 2. In our next video, I will show you how to use addition and subtraction with functions. See you in my next one. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.